Here the question is, a hollow metal sphere of radius r is uniformly charged. The electric field due to the sphere at a distance r from the center. That means we are going to see the sphere inside the sphere from the center of the sphere, how it is varying at say radial distance. That means we are going to evaluate the electric field inside the sphere as well as the outside the sphere, how it will be vary with respect to the radial distance.
First, we need to draw the picturize the problem. A hollow metal sphere of radius or uniform charged. That means this is a metal sphere. It is hollow. Inside it is hollow. So that means there is no material inside. It is uniformly charged. In between this region, it is uniformly charged. The charge density will be constant. This is the center of the sphere, that will be 0. The radius, inner radius, you can take the small r. The radius of the outer radius you can call capital R. We need to find what is the electric field due to the sphere at the center. From the center how the electric field vary up to infinity distance we need to find. For finding this one, we are going to use the Gauss law, the integral form of Gauss law. It says integral of E dot ds, that would be equal to the total charge divided by the epsilon naught. That means any closed surface, the electric field is equal to the total charged enclosed, the charge enclosed in the surface divided by the epsilon naught. This is the integral form of the Gauss law, the Maxwell first equation integral form. So now what we are going to do, we are going to analyze the two region. The first region we are going to take the radius of the sphere is less than or. Less than or means the radius of the surface. So for this case, the integral over any closed surface we are going to consider here. Suppose we can take this surface as a closed surface, or you can take any closed surface over this inside the hollow sphere. But if you look at this closed surface, there is no charge because totally empty inside the hollow sphere. Only the charge distribution at the surface only at a distance capital R. So there is no charge distribution. So you can, in general, you can write this closed surface, if R is less than R, E dot ds, if you are finding the charge enclosed in the hollow sphere, it will be 0 by epsilon. There is no charge. 0 by epsilon, it will be equal to 0. Hence, if you are, even though if you are integrating, it will give the electric field. If you are taking out, if you are integrating this ds, it will give 4 the totals, the sphere of radius the small r. If you are integrating over the sphere, then the surface of area of the sphere 4 pi r square, that is up to distance r, equal to 0. This will give E is 0. That means the electric field is 0 whenever the radius of the spherical hollow sphere is less than r. Inside there is no electric field at all. Now we need to find the second case, case 2. At r is greater than the capital R, the any spherical surface, the outside the hollow sphere. So you can, now again we are going to use the same formula. Any closed surface when r is greater than the capital R, that E dot ds, again the same formula, is equal to the charged enclosed. Again it is uniformly charged. Now we have the charge distribution inside the spherical surface, because now we are seeing the outside. We are going to integrate it outside the spherical surface. The total electric field we are calculating when r is greater than r, then the charge enclosed is, if you are taking the, if it is q, the total charge on the surface of the hollow sphere is q. It is q by epsilon naught. here if you are integrating, you can take the if electric field in this sphere, in this hollow sphere, sorry, in this imaginary sphere outside the hollow sphere, if it is uniform, you can take it outside, it's a constant. So integral over the ds r is greater than r. If you are integrating this surface area, this is surface area. If we are integrating the whole surface area of the imaginary spherical surface, that radius, if you are taking this radius is, now it is r, that will give 4 pi r square. That is the surface area of the spherical uh, object. It's a q by epsilon naught, or e is 1 by 4 pi. If you are pushing everything to the other side, it goes to denominator, q by r square. So now it is, electric field is depend on the r, it is inversely proportional to the square of the radial distance. That means r increases, it will decrease as a square root function. How it will decrease means, suppose we can picturize this diagram. First we need to draw the diagram here. The electric field versus the radial distance. At the center of the hollow sphere, r goes to 0, it is 0 up to r equal to r. There is no field at all. But at r equal to r, there is some finite field. If r goes to capital R, it will give some constant value. Again, after that, if r is increases, it will keep on decrease like that. So this would be the best graph for this calculation, the electric field variation in the hollow spherical sphere.
From the above discussion, detailed calculation, we got the answer 0 as r increases whenever the r is less than r, and decreases as r increases whenever the r is greater than r. The option is the 2. R increases less than r, it will be decreases, or r increases whenever the radial distance is greater than the radius of the spherical object.